morning, I was just listening to Tao of Seneca, which is a collection of letters from Seneca to Lucilius. Tim Ferriss helped produce the audiobook. The first chapter I listened to today was talking on the importance of time. And I've come to realize this in the past few years, is that time is our number one resource. It's the only thing that we have any control over for the most part. Some people are kind of bossed around and don't have much of a say because they can be moved, but when we think about it, the time and the way we spend it, the way we think during the time, that's really up to us. So Seneca was talking about how so many people, they kind of waste time on useless things. I know for me, that's often YouTube videos. I got caught up maybe half an hour yesterday after the volleyball game, and that's when time passes the quickest. So thinking back on it, I'm looking forward to, so today is the first day. There's no volleyball practice. The season's over. Sadly, we lost in the championship last night. I'm thinking about how I want to spend my time. I mean, I get out of school at 2:15. What do I want to do with those hours? So I've been thinking I want to produce one of the YouTube videos that I've already shot. I have a couple with students that I have yet to actually put onto YouTube. And I have my audiobook files put together, and I just need to actually upload it to Audible and check in with a couple of them to see if they're up to my own standards. So I think those are two things I'm going to work on today, and thinking about time as my biggest commodity and my most valuable resource. I'm going to be finding a way to optimize the way I use that resource. A lot of people think money is their most valuable resource, but if you think about it, time is, because we have a fixed amount of it. See, we can all train ourselves. Anyone can train themselves to make more dollars per hour. So if you're training yourself to make more dollars per hour, then money is still a function of how you spend your time. It's not a function of time. Most people think money is a function of time. So for example, say you work at Dunkin' Donuts and you get paid $10 an hour or $12 an hour, then your time is worth $12 an hour. But if you train yourself to get better at something, then maybe you can get $13, $14, $15 an hour. I got a college education, master's degree. For teachers with my certification, my time is compensated for up to about, I think, $27, $30 an hour. Same thing as an engineer. When I got my engineering degree, I was paid, I think, $30-something an hour at my previous job. So really looking at, if time were your most valuable resource, if you realize that, would you spend it differently? If you only have time to give and spend and put in different places and invest it in different places, how are you going to spend it? For me, that's trying to live fully. That's making relationships with people that aren't going to be around forever. It's really appreciating and cultivating the relationship that I have with my wife and my family. I've been working on calling people more often that I don't see regularly, and it's creating things rather than just being entertained and allowing myself to appreciate and enjoy what other people have created. Instead I'm working to create things and bring things into the world instead of just appreciating and consuming what other people have built. I want to build my own things. I think that if I were to go out of this life having taken in everything else had created and not created my own things, that it might be, I feel like this is hard to say, but could be a waste of a life, right? We all have skills and talents. The question is whether we're going to allow the rest of the world or our family or friends to see it, whether we're going to allow others to benefit from it, so that when we're gone, will people take on the advice that we gave or the creations that we had? Will we live on in the consciousness of others after we're physically gone? So in the comments below, write, if time is your most valuable resource, how do you use it? If you like the talk, give it a like. If you want more, subscribe. And I'm happy to say that I think I've shaken the sadness that I've had in the past couple days from the 13 Reasons show, and I'm feeling a bit more confident. I think also this championship volleyball game that happened last night was weighing on me, and I feel like I'm back at it. Thank you for listening, and stay weird.